Good evening. This is Daily Recall on August 10th, 2026. Well, my name's Tom Stoukas, coming to you from Sarnia, Ontario. Pretty nice day in Sarnia today. Nice and sunny. Summer is almost over. People getting their last vacation time in before sending the kids back to school. So not much going on today, or crazy, or nothing too crazy. Just the regular stuff in Canada. So let's just go through it. All right, this guy. Look at this guy. We covered this guy before. He's like some African guy from Eritrea or something. And he's in Guelph now. Somehow he made it from here, there, Africa, the dark heart of Africa to Guelph. And yeah. And so basically he's a refugee who lives in Guelph and has been arrested multiple times for sexual assault. The Canadian Border Services said the sexual assault does not provide enough grounds to revoke his protected person status and deport him. So basically, he gets out, violates his bail, they arrest him, and then he gets out again. He violates his conditions. They can't deport him because he's from a shithole country and it's too dangerous to deport him back. So like we're stuck with him. And basically something like that like gives him carte blanche. Like if he knows he can't be sent back to his country because it's a shithole, he can pretty act however he wants here. So it's a weird situation. Shouldn't happen. That's my ban immigration from Africa file. And I think of the women of Guelph who have to put up with this. They can't even walk downtown Guelph because this guy has more rights. This guy has more rights than them. He's not even Canadian. He obviously doesn't respect the Canadian way of life. But anyway, ban immigration from Africa. If it's not a crazy guy harassing people in downtown Guelph or sexually assaulting them, then it's like a law-abiding family, but with like 20 little kids coming from Africa. Lots of people want to get out of Africa. They want to come here. All right, what's this here? Seen in the city in Cybecker neighborhood in Edmonton yesterday after hours-long standoff ended with a woman being escorted out in handcuffs. Children later brought out of the home. Our followers stated may have involved a hostage situation, but that has not been confirmed. Okay. What the hell, Edmonton? Edmonton is like very multicultural, failed experiment. I remember Edmonton used to be a cool city. Now it's third world Edmonton. Calgary Water Playground temporarily closed after 3 cases of E. coli reported. Visitors between July 25th and August 4th may have been exposed. So, pool closed. I used to like going to water parks and amusement parks, but not anymore. I remember I went to the water park in Niagara Falls, and I remember they kept saying, out of the pool, everybody out of the pool. And I was wondering, like, did somebody have get attacked by a shark or something? I don't know, but no, I don't think it was a shark. So, I don't go to water parks anymore, which is a shame because the kids, they love water parks. They love them. Okay, next. This one video is making the rounds. So basically, it's a Sikh guy, and he got knocked out by a white dude. They were both fighting. They had an argument. So, they threw some hands, and someone went down. Now, I guess the Sikhs are making a big deal out of it. Making it a race thing. Well, just because they lost. He lost a fight. They're all bitching about it, saying it's hate crime. You just got knocked out, buddy. That's all it is. Simple as that. Well, this is Walmart, actually. Where is this? Which Walmart? Where is it? I think it's in Alberta. Yeah, it's in Alberta. Alberta. I'm trying to see what... It's by Edmonton. So here, another Edmonton story. Edmonton Walmart. This is why they have to carry knives. Let's see this fight. So he's saying, did he say get away from me? So he's saying get away from me, and then he comes at him, and then boom!
Right here.
You heard that one, that's a KO. That's Canada right there. Walmart, Sikh and white dude duking it out at Walmart. Aisle 7. Canada in a nutshell. Canada in a nutshell. Alright. Next. This is the beach summer series, seeing how many beaches are destroyed in Canada. We saw that with Saga Beach one with all the garbage. Like, I saw that. It's making the rounds again. I don't know why. It's an old video, but I had to think there was a party or a festival going on, because that's way too much garbage. Where is this? This is Beach Day Entertainment is getting pretty well in Canada. Surrey, BC. So yeah, they got these guys, they drove their van. I don't know why they would drive their van on the beach. Maybe so they wouldn't have to walk. I don't know. Now they got stuck. They're going to destroy every beach in Canada. Give it time.
What happened? A pasta went in
They're going to destroy every beach in Canada. If given the chance. Look at that. Oh, that should be, I'm sure they should have got a ticket for that. Look at these guys.
Oh dear. Dun, 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 dun.
So they towed it out. Probably some. Yeah, they'll destroy every beach. Alright, next. Mackenzie King. I saw this. Mackenzie King. He used to be the Prime Minister during the World War II, Great Depression. I know he was really anti-Jewish. He didn't want no Jewish people in Canada. And this is what he said. He said that Canada, on immigration, because, immigration's a hot topic. It's interesting to see what our former leaders, had to say. That Canada should desire to restrict immigration from the Orient is regarded as natural. Canada should remain a white man's country is believed to be not only desirable for economic and social reasons, but highly necessary. Former Prime Minister Mackenzie King. For a long time, he was Prime Minister. I think he's the longest serving, even longer than Pierre Trudeau. But yeah, imagine if he was here today. If he was he'd be leader of the Nationalist Party if he was here today. That'd be hilarious. He's kind of a weird guy though. He had a fortune teller and his dog. He loved his dog. No women. Weird guy. But I think he's right on the immigration. Alright, next. These Calistani guys, I hate them. I don't hate nobody, but I can't stand these guys. I don't hate them if they're in Calistan, but they're here. They're here. So this is what they do in Canada. And they do this in the States too. I don't know. They have a referendum like every 6 months on, I don't know what the referendum's on for. They should just take their AK-47s and go to the wherever and fight. Maybe they'll win. Instead, they'll probably just want Saskatchewan and parts of Manitoba to make Khalistan. So zero value for Canada. They're just using Canada for their Khalistan dreams. And they're not even hiding it. Like, they're literally, they got the flag and the referendums and the embassy. They made an embassy here. Not a real embassy, but... And they're a huge part of the Conservative Party of Canada. Like, Pierre's got like a couple of them on his senior team, front bench. So it's like, I don't know, I can't stand these guys anyway. Can someone please explain what value Khalistanis actually add to Canadian society or to the world? Instead of contributing, they hijack our streets, drag effigies of Indian leaders in chains, and glorify assassinations in public. Yes, totally, like, oh. Talk about bringing your ethnic beefs from the homeland over with you. They're the champions of the Khalistanis. Like, they don't even hide it. They don't even hide it. Like some groups say, it's like, we're just trying to start a new life, but these guys don't even hide it. They just want to listen to their... Who gives a shit? We don't care about Khalistan. What's this? Oh my god. I hate this Indian dancing. Oh my god. It's like the COVID dancing. Remember the COVID dancing? You had to... My hair. I gotta get a haircut tomorrow. The COVID dancing, you know, the nurses. I thought that was horrible. But it's almost nice compared to this. All the time you see the Indians dancing. And a lot of times it's in front of monuments. And I think it's because they have to show off to their village. You know, if they're dancing in front of the Blue Water Bridge here in Siren or Sydney Opera House, they send it back to their village to show how much better they are than the people stuck in the village in India. But this is... BC high school students can now earn elective credits for Punjabi folk dance, including Bhangra. I think Bhangra is the one we have to watch all the time. Royal Academy of Punjab Society said it has received ministry approval to offer Punjabi folk dance 10, 11, and 12 as external credentials. Oh God. Oh man. This is it, you know. We're gonna have to we're gonna listen to this all the time from now on if things don't change. Oh my God. Get used to it, man. Okay, that's enough. And I said they're really trying to turn Canada into India, like totally, like, oh my God. Like totally. Not even trying to hide it. Not even trying. Next. Alright, this one. So basically what's going on is CBC did a story again on, or the Second Sons, which is a nationalist group in Canada. They did something in Alberta. And all the news media were like, all the residents are all worried about a racist group meeting in Alberta. And, you know, that was to be expected from CBC. But what really is the problem is fake conservative influencers like Wyatt Claypool and Mario Zelaya and Cat Canada and Ezra Levant. They trash these guys all the time. Worse than Antifa. They call them feds, and they say, or Dominion Society and Second Son, and they call them Nazis and racists and stuff, right? And it's the James Lindsay playbook, like the woke right. basically is if you don't support open borders, if you don't support Israel, they call you all these names, right? So I'm sick of these conservatives, and then the Conservative Party of Canada is the same thing. They don't care about millions of Indians or Africans or Muslims pouring into Canada. All they want is to demonize Israel's enemies, Muslims, but they don't call to deport them. They say, let's bring hate speech laws and put them in jail instead. So, like I said, they're Zio shills. Like, they work for shekels. Wyatt Gay Pool, there's no problem filling Canada with millions of Africans and Indians. Same with Mario, Ezra Levant, Cat Canada, and all the other pro-Israel influencers. They attack Canadian nationalists because young people agree with their Canada First message. We should deport these shekel takers to Israel. But the thing is, like, young people are more in tune with Second Sons or Dominion Society, like nationalist sentiment. Guys like Wyatt Claypool and Mario, they're shills for truck driver pleb, Ezra. They're shills for the Conservatives. The Conservatives are pro-Israel. They don't mind mass immigration as long as it's not Muslims or demonize the Muslims. So they're not Canada first, they're Israel first. So yeah, I can't stand them. Israel first, not Canada first. They call us racist for not wanting to be flooded with all these, like I said, the 1.5 billion in Africa, 1.5 billion in India. They all want to get out and they all want to come here. So they call you Nazis for not wanting that. And then they're conservatives. And that's something you'd expect from the liberals. Like the liberal side of things. But not from so-called conservatives. So yeah, they've been attacking the Jeremy McKenzie, Dominion Society, Daniel Terry, whatever. I'm not like, they can fight their own battles, but what I'm saying is these guys are not Canada first at all. I can't stand them. I've said this before anyway. There's our crazy Guelph guy again. Can't be deported. Breached probation 6 times. Can't be deported. Because this country's too much of a shithole. We followed this guy before, and I knew they let him out. I think they got him back in, but what are you going to do with a guy like that? Send him up to Northern Ontario with the bears. All right. This is kind of a fucked up story. Kind and selfless Scottish white woman went to Greece to help asylum seekers. Found dead, stuffed in an Afghan suitcase. 38 years old. Killed by Sharif Ahmadzai, a boxer from Afghanistan. And that's him dragging her in a suitcase right there. Oh. Can you imagine going to Greece and getting dragged around in a suitcase? But yeah, women should not be in charge of immigration policy. It's horrible. They're just too nurturing. They don't have the steel resolve needed to shut the border. Alright. Next. Canada deported 3,323 Indians in the first half of 26. According to the Times of India. That's good. We got to keep those numbers going way up, way higher. Keep it up. I don't know. It could be just total bullshit, but we got to keep it up. Okay. Mario. So Mario, he's decided to fight the nationalists in Canada. That really tells you where his priorities are. And he's like, 2 immigrants stopped me this morning. He's from El Salvador, by the way. 2 immigrants. I don't like him for so many reasons, but he looks like a giant penis head, right there. Two immigrants this morning stopped me today and thanked me for speaking out against our current immigration policies. Immigrants in this country recognize the fact that liberals are responsible in letting too many criminals. See, that's how Mario criticizes immigration. He says, or they're letting in criminals. He doesn't mind the legal immigration where they're flooding us with millions of Africans and Indians who, like, they might not be criminals, but they're still flooding us. He doesn't have a problem with that. He just has a problem with the small amount of criminals that the liberals let in, or the few thousand criminals that the liberals let in. He doesn't mind them about the millions. He's such a fraud. All right. Next, this video is making the rounds. Where is this? Ottawa. We were talking about Ottawa the other day. It was where the police made like this announcement how sexual assaults are skyrocketing in the city. They didn't say why, but and then you see this video. Been going out and around, making the rounds. So basically, it's in Ottawa, Gatineau, in I think in the Quebec part of Ottawa, like the other side of the river. The woman was arguing with some dude, and he punched her right out. And you know, when a guy, like a fit guy, punches a small woman as hard as he can, he totally could kill her. Let's see what happened. I don't think they caught him yet. Let's see this. Whoa. I don't know, the video's not great, but it's an interesting video because it shows multiculturalism and how it affects women. Because when a woman does that, I guess it was like 4 a.m. If she did that with a dude from Canada, like a white dude, or just someone who grew up here and understood the norms, if she did that, the guy might, I don't think he's gonna clock her like that, right? Like he might push her away or something, whatever, like a defensive thing most of the time. But this guy, his first instinct is just to totally knock her out, because he looks like a Muslim dude or an Arab or whatever, or one of those Central Asian dude, whatever. But from that part of the world, the women here don't understand. From that part of the world, if a woman talks to you that way, it's like Allah gave you permission to punch her out. Like that's how they think. So women in Ottawa and Canada, since they overwhelmingly support the refugees and all this crap, they need to learn the new etiquette. Like a guy will totally punch you out now in Canada. Don't get me wrong. Boom. Don't get me wrong. White dudes plenty of times have clocked women, but it's kind of frowned upon among especially the male population. So, but in other parts, like I said, in other parts of the world, it's like, ain't no woman gonna talk to me like that. And that's how they handle it. So, welcome to the multicultural. Okay. The multicultural heaven, that's Canada. Okay. Yeah, so not that much going on. We'll see as the summer ends I'm sure there'll be lots more interesting stuff. Actually, there is something going on. Is the Liberal, I guess the Ontario Liberals are having their leadership debate tonight. I looked at the bunch that are running, and it doesn't look very inspiring. Like, I'm not really into either party politics because they're all the same. They're all going to screw us, Liberals or Conservatives. So this Liberal leadership thing doesn't look very inspiring. The one guy, I can't remember his name, Lombardi or something. Eric Lombardi, he's saying some good stuff, but he probably won't win, and so it's kind of going on like right now. It might have ended but maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. Get some clips from that. But like I said, the Liberals are just as bad as Doug Ford, so not much. But it's still worth following because the leadership contest is coming up along the same time as the municipal elections. Our municipal elections in Sarnia should be pretty interesting. I'll talk more about it.
Fuck you.
I'll talk about it more as it comes closer because it's still like it's summertime. They're going to start having the candidates meetings in the next few weeks. So, but this guy, Bill Dennis, I'm going to end it on a local story tonight. But this guy, Bill Dennis, he's running for mayor, and he did a video to show one of the subdivisions how horrible it looked, just kind of to shame the city as a campaign thing, and the city came in and cleaned it all up. So he went to do a follow-up video, and I guess some city employees who don't like him, there's a lot of, like, he's like our Trump in Sarnia in the sense that there's a lot of people with Bill Dennis derangement syndrome. So some of the city workers were yelling at him and being assholes to him, and Bill, he don't give a shit. He likes to swear. Some say he shouldn't. I don't care. They all swear anyway, but they just, when the camera's on, they act all nice. So, but trust me, they swear like sailors. So anyway, it's making the rounds today. This is making the rounds. This is making the rounds in Sarnia today.
Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Oh, you. Fuck you.
Should do a song.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Oh, you. Fuck you.
Hey, I should do a beat for this.
I think I'd go back to Hawaii. I think that's right. I'd go back to Hawaii. You guys are a bunch of useless.
He doesn't like these. I can't.
Fuck you. Kiss my. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Oh, you. Fuck you. Kiss. Fuck you.
Okay, let's watch the video.
Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Oh, you. Fuck you.
Why don't you go back to Florida?
I think I'd go back to Hawaii. I think that's what I would do. I'd go back to Hawaii. You guys are a bunch of useless dog fuckers. Fuck you.
So I'm sure there's lots more to that clip, but from what I understand is they were harassing him first, and he.
I think I'd go back to Hawaii. I think that's what I would do. I'd go back to Hawaii. You guys are a bunch of useless
dog. He's right though. If the city employees have nothing better to do than bug him just because they don't agree with his politics, then we got a serious issue with the city personnel and how it's being managed. But we'll talk more about the city elections, not just in Sarnia but all over Ontario as the municipal elections approach. But I thought that was funny. I don't know. I don't think, will it lose some votes? I don't think so. Maybe it'll get him some votes. Anyway, that's it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, August 11th. Until then, have a nice